Firefighters are now in the throes of another certification training exercise in compliance with International Civil Aviation Organization regulations in aircraft rescue and firefighting. Acting Fire Chief Titney Downs is a stickler for professional standards and training. He says the exercise will seek to replicate real-world situations.
We will subject all fire officers to that recertification training, and it is a regulatory requirement by the ICAO, the International Civil Aviation Organization, and we as a fire department are subjected to the rules and regulations. So we will ensure that we meet that requirement, and the officers will be subjected to 2 days of recertification. The first day it will test the theoretical skills, and the second day, as prescribed in the regulation, they will be subjected to live fire training, live fire burns, where it will test their practical abilities.
Downs warns that failure to meet the recertification criteria could be dire.
Is there a penalty for not recertifying your fire personnel?
Certainly, there is the risk of decertification of our airports if we fail to adhere to the aircraft firefighting regulatory requirements of the ICAO. So it is a very serious violation if officers are not recertified every 2 years. After the initial training, they have to go through a 2-day recertification every two years. Normally, we would send officers in the past to Texas, Dallas, Texas, to do that recertification. But now we have the capabilities of doing it right here in St. Lucia, and that's what we're doing. We also assist neighboring islands in their recertification drive.
However, the St. Lucia Fire Service could not accommodate regional counterparts this time because of the sheer numbers. Downs raves about the devotion of fire officers receiving instruction on their days off.
Firefighters are committed. The reality is, and they look forward to the training. It is unfortunate that we cannot provide the number of training courses that we would like to due to budgetary constraints. Training is very expensive. We have to buy the fuel, we have to get the oil. Manpower is an issue too. You have to pull persons out from active duty sometimes. But what we had to do, because of the manpower issue, these officers had to go through that recertification on their time, on the day off, their rest day. And again, it tells you about the commitment of these officers, and they're very upbeat about the recertification, and they're very concerned too that the certification had expired, and then we are now recertifying them.
Acting Chief Downs underscores that it is vital that St. Lucia meets the stringent requirements of the ICAO, thus his continued insistence on world-class training at the operational and department levels. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.